Hey, welcome to day one of Kiss Your Cravings Goodbye Challenge. I'm so excited that you're here with us today. My name is Kristen Miller, and I am coaching you through this amazing 5 day challenge to uncover some hacks that are going to help you just take care of those cravings. Day one, we're talking about listening to your body. What does that actually mean? I know that sounds kind of fancy, and I'm like, what on earth, listening to my body? But what it really means is figuring out what your body is actually trying to tell you when you have a craving. Have you ever just craved something? Like my thing was French fries, McDonald's French fries. I remember even as a child, we would get done with dance practice. My mom was a dance teacher. It would be like 11 or 12 o'clock at night, and I would be like, Mom, I just want a supersized fry, right? Well, why was I craving that? Why was I so desperate for that grease and those that salty food? So we're going to talk about that right now, and I'm going to give you some tips to stop misinterpreting those cravings, and then we're going to dive into those things a little bit deeper every day this week. So I want you to think about your cravings, and I want you to stop telling yourself that your cravings aren't real. I used to start and stop all kinds of different diets, and I would start a diet, and then within a few days, I would mess up. And you know what? Progress over perfection is totally fine. But why was I doing that? The reason I was doing that is because I was having cravings and I didn't know how to fix it. And you're probably sitting in that same place thinking, why can't I eat the foods that I know are good for me? Well, here's why. Your cravings are real. You don't have to keep wondering. You can just know, hey, your cravings are real. So let's talk about how to stop putting the food into our body that our body doesn't need and start interpreting those cravings and fueling our body so that we can actually get the foods that are going to satisfy us. So if you're craving carbs and sugar, um, you what there's this hormone in your body called insulin, and it's not and basically that gets out of whack. And what I mean by that is that your body, and we're going to go into a little bit more depth. If you're craving carbs and sugar, we're going to totally address that, and we're going to go into more detail actually tomorrow. So tomorrow, the whole day is going to be about carbs and sugar cravings. So it means that those insulin levels are spiking and getting out of whack, and then they're plummeting, and you are just experiencing these intense cravings. And I totally understand. I've been there, and we're going to address those issues. So if you are craving greasy foods, if you just can't get enough of greasy foods, what that means is that your body is craving good fats. And actually, we're going to talk about that the day after we talk about carb and sugar cravings. So if you are just like, I don't know why, I want to go get a burger and fries all the time. The reason is because your body needs good fats. Here is the secret. Get this, like, just stop for a minute what you're doing and pay attention. Fat does not make you fat. Okay? We have been taught from a young age that the fat that we actually eat, like, oh, I don't want to eat the fat on that roast because it's going to make me fat. When really, sugar and carbs make us fat. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. It does. So, we're going to talk about how to satisfy our body so that we can actually manage the foods that we're eating instead of just stuffing our faces hoping to be satisfied. If you are a chocolate craver, if you crave chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, all of those things, it's probably because you need some more magnesium in your diet. If you are, you just can't get enough of it, it's because your body is saying, hey, I need this nutrient, right? And we're going to talk about how to get those nutrients this week. So stay plugged in so that you can see what we're talking about. If you are craving salty food, you just can't get enough of those potato chips. You just need the salt. The reason is because you're craving sodium, and we're going to talk about the different kinds of sodium and why you're craving that, and what you can do to fix it. Okay, and then the last thing, I always like to talk about this because I feel like it's something that's really overlooked. It's not necessarily a craving, but it is definitely a symptom of something deeper. So if you're tired all the time, you probably need some more potassium in your life. So I'm going to show you a really simple way to get more of those nutrients in your life so that we can start really diving in to fixing our diet and what that looks like. I think we all know like the foods that we need to eat to get healthy, right? But at the end of the day, we crave those bad foods instead. And we're going to get to the root of the problem. We're going to fix those things together. So, and it may take more than 5 days. And you know what? That's totally okay. You're going to have this information, it's yours to look at. For as long as you need it. So, anyway, come join me. Come join me and start to feel better again. I can hardly wait to just lock arms with you, connect with you, and help you grow through this challenge. So, stay tuned. Day 2 will be here tomorrow.